Okay, we're back in the Legend Legacies corner. And the next topic, I don't know if anybody noticed, but in the offseason, we got the return of Hall of Fame coach,
two-time Super Bowl champion, George Greenhow has made his epic return to take over coaching the Minnesota Vikings.
Mind you, this guy has not lost a game since coaching in the Legends and Legacies. Now, the first question we have is, how many games do you think the Vikings will win this year? Under Coach Greenhow.
Under Coach Greenhow, and with the moves that he's immediately made in the offseason, it's hard to say. Like, his coaching, listen, expect the Vikings to a lot of post corners from the Vikings. That's what I'm going to say right now. A lot of post corners. And after trading Adrian Peterson to the San Francisco 49ers and bringing in Tom Brady, expect a lot of post corners.
You know, I was able to watch the first quarter of that preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens. And we know how serious these players take the first quarter of their preseason games. They want to show off their new weapons and do those type of things. I saw a team that was very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Weak secondary. Weak wide receivers.
I mean, the Vikings have always had a weak secondary. There's no doubt about that.
No quarterback. I mean, I believe it was Nick Foles and Reed. Who are these guys?
Jake Reed, by the way.
So
one-year pro.
Young
cat.
I don't want either one on my team. They both can be free agents as far as I'm concerned. Now, you got to look at the division he plays in and the conference he plays in and the type of teams he'll play in. This was not Freaky George Coach George.
Let's look at the schedule.
This wasn't that Coach George playing the teams that we started with. These are guys that have built their team since he's been gone. And do I have him beating the Bears twice? No. Do I have him let's look at the schedule. Go to regular season. Do I have him beating the Ravens?
All right, so he opens up the season with the Baltimore Ravens.
I got that
That's
as a loss.
That's going to be a very tough game.
I got that as a loss.
Then he plays the Eagles. That's going to be a very tough game.
So
then he plays the Redskins.
He could potentially start 0-3, and yes, this guy hasn't lost a game. But this isn't the Dallas Cowboys, who were ready to win. They just needed a few moves. And like getting rid of
that few moves was Joe Webb. See this, but this is what I'm talking about George Greenhow. All right, he is a master GM. He took a quarterback that was not being used, brought it to a team that could use him. Mm-hmm. And now, 3 Super Bowl rings later.
Let's go down the line. I mean, the Browns, the Lions, Packers, Niners, Steelers, and Falcons. 5 of those 6 games could be wins. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He may lose to the Lions once, but do I see him caking it and walking through these teams? No. And then we had the big Week 16 matchup against his Super Bowl winning Cowboys. So, what do I see their record is? I think it's going to be tough. I say 9-7 or 10-6. I won't go any higher than that.
Well, regardless of what the record is, I mean, I'm gonna say that he plays in. I'm not gonna call it a weak division, but outside of the Bears, who else is in the division? Excuse me. You have the Lions, who is inconsistent. They're up and down. They really only have Calvin Johnson. Like, they haven't had a quarterback in forever. I don't know why they traded Matthew Stafford to begin with. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, you have the Green Bay Packers, who, in my opinion, have a great team, but, they just can't rise to the occasion. I don't know who else, in the division is going to stop them besides the Bears. I think he can get one of the wins over the Bears. Not both of them, but at least one.
We can agree on that, but I could see the Bears winning both games. Need I remind the guy who had the best game when he was the coach of the Cowboys against the when George was the coach of the Cowboys was the Bears. They came the closest. They played the most consistent game. I don't know. I say it. Now, this is where it gets even crazier. We know in that head of George Greenhow, that mad scientist, he's always looking to make moves that he knows will fit his system. He traded Adrian Peterson.
He traded Adrian Peterson. This is actually breaking news. He traded him, all of 20 minutes ago. He is now San Francisco 49er. He traded him for Tom Brady and the young running back Skamoto. I don't know. He's Hawaiian.
The fast Hawaiian guy. There are rumors out there that he's actually not even interested in Tom Brady. That he just wanted to dump AP coming fresh off 30 years old. Will it work? I don't know. AP, as it stands right now, he's still top 5 running back in this league.
Top 3 in my opinion.
Top 5. I don't know. There's a few guys I would put ahead of him. But will this come back to bite him? I think it will. I mean, when you don't have the distraction of AP in that backfield, and you have, like I said, Nick Foles and Reed at quarterback, and Brady is on the trade rumors, I don't see what he's doing here. I can't imagine. This is even going further than what the Cowboys
I think
did.
He'll win with a lot of post corners.
I think that guys will catch up to his system. I think guys will catch up to the system.